Hello everyone. This is just a very quick tutorial video on the SLE pass cards that we give out on around day 15 of the month, depending on your schedule. Everyday class will be day 15. On a 3 times a week class could be day 14, could be day 16. This is something that's given to the students. We've already gone through online how you input next level for your students. But the pass card is also important because it's something that you give to the students that they can take away. And you know, we still have that human need to actually hold something, to feel like we've accomplished something. Okay, so this is why they are important. So the pass card in itself is fairly simple, but it is important what you put on there. So obviously on the front page you will have their name. Okay, also they might have a nickname, very common for the students to have an English nickname. If you've only used an English nickname, make sure you do know which Korean name it belongs to. Okay, so you don't have any embarrassment on day 15 when you're not quite sure actually who to give this card to, or when you look at the computer. Okay, and obviously level, time of the class, and the type of class it is. Is it 50 minutes? Is it the 100-minute class 3 times a week, or the weekend class, which will be the 150-minute? Okay, and obviously your name. Now the first thing you see inside is this lovely section here. This is up to you as a teacher. Obviously you need to fill it in. It does look at things like speed, hesitation, complexity, listening, grammar, vocabulary. It's a little bit arbitrary. It's not very detailed. Okay, most students will not be that concerned with what you put here because obviously someone at level 1 can never hope to get sort of all 4s or being above level. But you know, go through, do take your time with that. But more importantly for the students is what they see on the back of the card here. So let's just take a look at that. Okay, so this is really the most important. Okay, comments next level. Alright, so in the comments the box is quite small here. Okay, try to avoid any writing a few words. Don't write things like well done, good job. It doesn't really tell them anything, particularly if you've decided they're not ready for the next level. So here you should really comment a little bit more on sort of the main features of the class. How well did they participate? How well did they use the language points? Were there any sort of major areas that you think they did well in, or things that they need to work on for the next class? So hopefully if they're staying with us for another month, in the next month they might repeat this level and work really hard on something. Or maybe they're going on to the next level you've decided, and then you want to give them some tips, things they can look for in the future. Okay, so let's look at an example of a filled in one. Okay, so here, just focus in a little bit. Okay, so I've made some comments here. You participate well in activities, but you should try and speak more to practice new language. Your vocabulary good, but take more care with future tenses. Very good, luck in your next class. And here the student has gone from a 2B to a 2C. Okay, so it is important that you take the time to put some decent comments there. But as I said, this pass card is not the only thing that you're giving to the students. First of all, you need to make sure if you have changed the level that you've put that into the computer. But secondly, you need to make sure that you're giving regular spoken feedback to the students. You don't want to get to pass card day and create a surprise for them where they feel like they've participated very well, that they've tried very hard, and you've just decided, no, you're staying at the same level. Okay, so make sure feedback is regular. Sometimes to help you out with a few decisions, we do have these boxes up here, okay, to do with have they missed many hours of class. There is a general rule that if they miss 3 lessons, then they're supposed to repeat. This again is up to the discretion of the teacher. And also times late. So it might be some teachers say if a student is late 3 times, that counts as 1 absent. But again, up to your discretion. Participation here, yes, good, fair, poor. Again, I would prefer that you comment on that here. Okay, and also in person. You know, take a few minutes on day 15. Don't just frisbee out these pass cards, because that sort of completely devalues their worth. Make sure that you do take each student aside for a few minutes, stagger it over a few days if you prefer, and give feedback. There is another little video online that will take you through how you should do that. Okay, but please, with pass cards, I would say around day 12, start making sure that you know each student well, that you've got some information about them, Okay, you should be keeping notes in your register against each student. Okay, and make sure that the pass cards just becomes a useful feature of the class and not something that's just arbitrary. Thank you.